How do you go about formulating a strategy with a positive expectancy?
Yeah, the way that I personally formulate strategies is because you're in front of your screens, in front of the markets for over so many years, you do start to generally spot recurring themes just by being around and seeing the market, seeing the charts on a regular basis. And then when you spot these things, you think, okay, I've seen that happen before, and I've seen that happen there before, maybe I should test this. And so then that's what you do. So you then start to test. You take the basic theme that you've seen. So for argument's sake, it's a breakout of a certain kind of level. And then you scroll back your charts and you start to say, okay, if I used a stop loss here and a target here, what would the outcome be? How often would I be right? What would the outcome, how profitable would I be? What if actually the stop was here and the target was there instead? And you run a number of different variables using different stop losses and different types of targets, or just trading stops or whatever. And that's how you develop a strategy with a positive expectancy. And so you then run through all these variables and you'll find one which by far outweighs the others. And usually the most profitable strategy is somewhere around about 50% win rate. It's not actually the strategy which comes out at 80%. Usually you're more profitable by having a lower win rate, but a much higher risk to reward.
Most traders focus their efforts on finding the best trading system, but this isn't necessarily the way that you're going to make money.
What most people think, and I was the same when I started out trading, is that you just need to have a winning system and it will solve all of your problems as a trader and you'll make money. Unless you develop your mindset, you will not make money in the markets. You could have a winning system with a 60% win rate and you could still underperform it. I'll give you an example. So let's say 6 times out of 10, you know you're going to be right. You've got a winning system, you're right, I've got a nice system, that's all it's going to work. Your first 2 trades are winning trades, you're thinking this is fantastic. Then you have a losing trade, and then you have another losing trade, and at this point you've had 2 winners and 2 losers. And now someone with an underdeveloped trader mindset might at that point think, okay, maybe I'll just watch the next trade. I won't actually take the next trade. The next trade that comes along actually, of course, is a winner, and so they miss out on that winner, and then they kick themselves for missing that trade. So they take the next trade, which is a loser, and so on and so forth. And before they know it, out of 10 trades, where they should have been right 6 out of 10, because of them hesitating on a couple of trades, they've actually only been right 4 or 5 times out of 10. So it's all about mindset and being able to follow a methodology to the letter, and being able to see it through. Lots of traders struggle with that, especially when following systems, because they're not in control. And that's why I'm a massive believer in discretionary trading, taking control yourself and having belief in yourself. It takes a while to develop that, but I'd much rather do that than be reliant on an external system.
Do you think that, because you've used the word belief quite a few times, does that come from your sporting background?
Yeah.
Because you have to, in sports, there's a lot of visualising and seeing the end goal. And some might think that that's, what you project out to the universe and all of that. I know you don't seem that kind of chap that's about that angle, but the belief, do you think it's about visualising?
Totally. Yeah, massive believer in visualization. And actually, in all sports now, in practically every sport, they use visualization techniques. My sister-in-law is an ex-Olympic ice skater. And so they literally used to visualize the blade, the direction of the blade across the ice, just literally as they passed, they set off across the line. And they would visualize squatting a certain amount of weights or whatever it might be. And so in sport, they visualize everything. Golfers are a great example of visualization. And yet traders think, oh no, that's some sort of mambo-bambo sort of nonsense. I don't want to visualize myself having a positive day or a positive outcome or whatever. And yet, yes, I'm a huge believer in that, because belief is everything. That's why I did these challenges. That's why I put my neck on the line doing trading competitions, trading live in front of big audiences all the time. Because I know that it's all about belief. It's not about the technicals. Anyone can find a technical system that potentially is profitable, but unless you've got the mindset and, like we say, in belief, then you're not going to crack it.